Hey guys, it's Brittany. Sorry I didn't have a weigh-in video for you last week. It was a super busy week, hectic things going on, and excuses, blah blah blah. You don't care, but I will have a video for you next Wednesday, I promise. And that sort of leads me into the topic of discussion today, which is diet self-sabotage. And this is something that I've realized that I do constantly. I am constantly convincing myself that it's okay to make this bad choice this once, or that, you know, it's really not that bad of a choice that I'm making, and I'm constantly undermining the work that I do towards being fit and healthy by making poor choices. And it's not just once in a while, it's on an everyday basis. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about that today, and maybe you will realize that it's something that you're doing too, and maybe you should decide if that's something that needs some work in your life, because it's definitely something I need to work on in my life. And so the first thing I wanted to talk about was justifying poor decisions. And these are things like saying, you know, I was so good all day long, so it's okay if I just have this one cookie or this one late night snack because I did good all day, so I deserve it. And that's fine every once in a while, but when it's every single day, you're not treating yourself. It's just a habit that you're into. It's not like you're having a special treat because you deserve it because you did something great. It's just part of your everyday routine, which is not healthy. And so you're just justifying that decision for yourself. I do that all the time. Late night snacking is something I've struggled with from the beginning of this. It's something I've always struggled with, but I find that I justify it by saying, oh, well, you know, I ate healthy, so it's okay, or I won't do that tomorrow, or my weigh-in's not for a whole week. Which brings me to another topic of something that I have started doing recently, which is so horrible, and it's so bad for my weight loss journey and for everything pretty much. And that's you know, I weigh myself Wednesday mornings, and then so usually the rest of Wednesday I feel like, well, I'll just eat whatever I want because I don't have a weigh-in again until next Wednesday. I have a full week to lose weight, and that is horrible. And I can't believe I'm telling you guys that, because I feel like it's really embarrassing, and it's not something that someone on a weight loss journey should be doing, but it's definitely something that I do. And that makes it sound like I'm losing weight for these videos, or I want to lose weight for these videos, and that's such the wrong way to go about thinking about it, because I made these videos in the first place to be more accountable, to lose weight. You know what I mean? I started making these videos so that I would stick to a good diet and a good exercise and be able to reach my goals and document that along the way, instead of wanting to lose weight on the scale to tell you guys about it, if that makes sense. And so I really have to stop thinking like that, because this weight loss journey is not about the videos that I make, but it's about the journey itself. It's about becoming more healthy and more fit, and those are the real goals. That's what I really want. And so I have to stop thinking, oh, I don't have to make a new weigh-in video for a whole week. I can do whatever I want today. That's horrible. That thinking has got to stop, and I cannot believe I am admitting that to you guys, but the only way it's going to stop is if I take responsibility for it. So that has got to stop. Just because it's Wednesday, just because I don't have to weigh in for a week, does not mean I can do whatever I want. And moving on. Another thing that I do is I wait until I'm starving to eat. I am fine, and then I'm so hungry I need to eat right now. And when I get like that, I don't care what I eat. I'm not thinking about my diet. I'm not thinking about calories. I just want to eat right now. I want to eat what's ever convenient and delicious and whatever I want. And this always leads me to make very poor decisions, because I have waited too long to eat to make a healthy decision. Now, of course, in these moments I could still make a healthy decision. I've just noticed that for me personally, I'm less likely to make a good decision when I'm that hungry. So what I really need to do is plan my meals in advance and know what I'm going to eat, and have things on hand that are very easy and delicious but healthy that I can eat, so that that's no longer an excuse. I have to take these excuses away from myself to make it a little bit easier to make the healthy decisions. So that's another one. That's another way I sabotage myself all the time, is by waiting till I'm way too hungry to eat, and then I just want a cheeseburger or whatever, wherever we can stop to grab something really quick. So I have to take that excuse away. I have to be prepared with healthy snacks and healthy meals and easy things on hand that I can have at a moment's notice that are a better choice than the choices I've been making, and I know that. And then the last one I want to talk about is saying, oh, it's a weekend, so it's okay. I'm not on my diet this weekend, or it's a special occasion, so, you know, it's okay if I'm off my diet because it's a weekend or a special occasion. And while that is the case, I do feel like on some occasions you should give yourself more leniency and you should be able to splurge once in a while, and that's the only way you can make this a full lifestyle change, is by giving into those cravings once in a while and not being so hard on yourself during special holidays and things. For me, I have to stop thinking that the weekend is a special occasion. It's a weekend, so I don't have to eat well. Well, weekends happen every single week. So, you know, that's 2 days out of 7 that I'm eating poorly every week because I feel like it's a weekend. So that for me is probably the worst excuse that I use, because there's nothing special about the weekend other than it's a weekend, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm not going to work during the week, or you know what I mean? My weekends aren't really any different than my during the week schedule is, if that makes sense. So these are all ways that I really have noticed that I'm constantly self-sabotaging myself. It's all the time. It's not once in a while. I'm saying these things to myself all the time, justifying my bad decision making, and this is, I'm sure, 100% sure that this is why I'm not losing any weight, because I make poor decisions and then I talk myself into believing that it's okay that I made those poor decisions. And so I'm really going to try, I think what I'll do is try to make like a journal, and I'll write down, like every time I have one of those self-sabotaging thoughts, I'm going to try to write it down and see how often that is truly happening. And I'm going to try to write down how I respond to it, whether I gave in or I really realized in that moment, okay, you're sabotaging yourself. This is not a good decision to make. And so that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm really going to try to make all these excuses not an option anymore. And I really encourage you guys, if you feel like this is something you're doing, to maybe look into it a little bit more, pay more attention to the way you talk to yourself in terms of your diet and making poor decisions. And maybe it will help you on your weight loss journeys, and hopefully it'll help me on my weight loss journey. So yeah, I promise I will have a video Wednesday for you guys explaining what I've been up to, fitness and diet-wise. And as always, I would love to hear from you guys. What do you guys self-sabotage a lot? If you do or did in the past, do you have any tips to stop doing it? And how has your weight loss journey been going? I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It would mean so much to me, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.